Since moving to Pickle Cottage last year, Stacey Solomon-Swash has been sharing with us the process as she's transformed it into her forever home.
Along the way, she's discovered some genius DIY tips and tricks, all of which she shares in her latest book, Tap to Tidy at Pickle Cottage, and she joins us now. Best name for a cottage.
Oh,
Pickle Cottage.
I mean, obviously, I didn't buy it with that name. I gave it that name.
It's such a perfect name.
Oh.
I just want to go there.
Oh, do you know what? You're welcome any time,
Well,
Phil.
I
have invited you a few times.
I feel like I've been there because I follow you on Instagram. Lots of people do. And your Instagram, I have to say, is amazing, for starters. You do so much incredible stuff, and all of that sort of things that people love, you've put into this book. But you are clever, like all this DIY stuff. Where does that come from?
Do you know what? I don't think it's nothing special. And, you know, I'm not a builder or a plumber or an electrician or someone with a professional trade.
Yeah.
But I do love giving it everything a go. I genuinely enjoy it. I find it almost like meditation. I can forget about everything else
quite
and
relaxing.
just go for a task. And there's nothing better than walking into a room and it's got red carpets and, like, stained walls and everything's a bit wonky, and then turning it into something you really like.
But this is something, the DIY aspect and getting things done yourself is something from your own childhood, isn't it?
Yeah, my dad was really on it with us when we were younger. He was like, I'm changing the light bulb, watch how it's done, you'll need to know this when you're older. And we used to moan and be like, oh, do we really have to sit and watch him, you know, show us the wiring in a plug or whatever it was, the filler, whatever. But now we're so grateful because sometimes I'll say to Joe, turn the fuse off, I've got to check this light. And he'll be like, where's the fuse? What fuse is it? Is it up or down? And I'm like, oh, my gosh, I'm so lucky I have my dad.
You've got all that already.
I'm so lucky.
Do you know what, though? It's having the ideas as well, because you do seem to make everything look beautiful. It's like you've turned the sort of ordinary into the extraordinary. It's like da-da-da-da, tap, and it's done. But it's having those ideas, I think.
I think that ideas come from everyone around you, don't they? I'm always inspired by other people's ideas, things that people make and then thinking, oh, I like that bit, but I like a bit of that as well, and then bringing it together to make something of your own. So, yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes they come out rubbish, Holly. Sometimes I'll make something.
I haven't seen those ones.
There's definitely been times when I'm like, well, I'm not sure what this is and what I've made here, but...
So when you moved into Pickle Cottage, and you knew that there was work that had to be done.
Yeah.
Where did you start? Did you have a plan?
No, we didn't have a plan, but when we got in there, I just thought to myself, the easiest place for me to start will be the least intimidating. So I went for the smallest part of the house, which was the downstairs loo. I thought, right, I haven't got to do any plumbing, which I couldn't do myself. That's all, like, connected. I can make this something different and I can change it to what I want it to be. And where it is only, like, a tiny downstairs loo, it wasn't scary. It wasn't as scary as trying to attack, like, a massive room to begin with. So, yeah, I just went for it and thought, you know what, if it comes out rubbish, it comes out rubbish. But if it looks nice...
It's almost like you build your confidence.
Yeah.
Like starting on something. So, I mean, you've got everything, like, choose the right drill bit, you know, how to put up the shelf, how to paint the tiles on a fireplace. I mean, these are all things that you go, oh, I'll have a go at that, but it'll be a disaster. So it sort of, like, holds your hand and walks you through it.
I think the one thing that I noticed when I was doing things around the house was actually having the confidence to try it, because you think you're going to ruin it and there's no going back and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So when I was writing Tap to Tidy at Pickle Cottage, I think the main intention was to give people the confidence to give it a go, because you can always sand something back or, you know, scrape it off or start again and scrap it. I'm not saying that doesn't take time, but you can. And if you give it a go and it actually works, you have no idea how accomplished that'll feel and how brilliant it'll feel and how much it'll boost you to do the next thing as well.
So what does it do for your head, then?
Oh, I don't know.
So when you accomplish something like that, it must make you feel great.
There is such an amazing sense of achievement, you know. I remember when I was pregnant with Rose and I was doing her bedroom, and it's even the memories that come out of it, you know, like that video you just showed where Peanut, the dog, is, like, following me around, watching me do it, and I think, oh, I remember that. I remember putting every flower on that wall. I remember painting every single wall. And now when we're in there and I'm, like, getting a dress or whatever, she plays with little bits and pieces in the room, and I just think, oh,
I remember
I made that
there.
for you. I did that for you. That was so much fun. And it does a lot in terms of, one, it focuses my mind for a period of time, which I've struggled to do. My mind's all over the place. So I do struggle to do that in the general sense of meditation, you know, like hum, that's not for me.
Whatever works, right?
Exactly. So if I'm painting or drilling or making something, I can completely shut off everything else in the world and just be there.
How is married life? Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. I'm very lucky. I feel like I've been married to Joe forever. Yeah. Anyway, our wedding was the most special day. We loved every single second of it, and I can't believe it's over. It was in our garden, yeah. We just thought we'll have a ceremony in the garden with our closest friends and family and just, yeah, be with us and the kids and that. And it was, honestly, I think a lot of times in life we don't sit down and just be with our families, do we? We're like, right, got to go to work, got to do this, got to do that. So to have that full day and then weeks afterwards and just be us was the most special, magical. We felt so privileged to have been able to do that. Yeah.
Well, Gino's just across on the other side of the studio, and he's actually giving us the wind-up on his...
How long is he going to take the people at home? Come on.
Well, Stacey, we wish you luck as we send you over to that side of the studio.
Well, I'm going to need it, I reckon.
So bring it in, Gino, bring it in.
Oh, you've got a trolley.
We got a trolley, so you can do the...
So what are you going to show us?
You're going to teach him. Oh, my God, careful, Gino!
Gino! You're going to break me pumpkins, look.
OK, you stay there, don't worry about it.
What is it you're making?
What is that we're doing?
Well, we're going to make some pumpkin flower pots, basically. My table's got a centrepiece on it, and it's just a pumpkin full of flowers. Looks really nice, easy, should be quick.
But the fake pumpkin?
Yeah, well, we could do a real one, but...
so we can do with the real one. When it's like Halloween, you can take it off. I make a risotto. And then Jessica, my wife, can do the stuff there.
If you scrape out the insides well, it'll be all right, but it will rot after a while, so these ones last longer. OK, you ready?
Yeah.
We're going to...
You tell me.
Cut the top off. Right, do you want me to just tell you?
You want me to cut the top off?
Cut the top off.
Just here?
Oh, no, that's a bit much. Just get the stalk out, really.
So where do you get this plastic pumpkin?
Anywhere. eBay, Amazon.
All right.
Wherever you can get them the cheapest. I'd always buy them in, like, March, because no one's buying pumpkins in March.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So they're really cheap.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Gino? You can go straight for the drill if you want.
That's it. There you go.
No, he's done it well done.
Oh, yes, perfect.
Very good.
OK.
Yeah.
And do you know what? That's polystyrene in there, so you might not even need the drill.
That was it?
Yeah, literally, this is it. You wanted a simple, easy...
OK. So you buy fake plants, fake pumpkin.
Yeah.
OK, and you can put this as a decoration.
And
but if you want to, you can do it with...
real pumpkins, fresh flowers.
Fresh stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't last as long. This one you can get out every year. So you want to poke them through.
Sorry, I'm not kind of distracted. I'm a bit annoyed that you're allowed here to come and plug your book, and none of us can do that.
Why can't you when's your book out, Gino?
Because otherwise off Lom, or whatever they call those people,
they
tell me off
at you?
every 2 seconds.
I don't believe
you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do the other.
There's actually a rule you're listening to, Gino.
Rule. I want to know who is Mr. Ofcom. One day I need to talk to this guy. That's it. That's what I want to know.
I quite liked Off-Tom.
Off-Tom, or whatever his name is.
Mr. Off-Tom is quite...
so this is quite easy,
Yeah,
I have to say.
Are you finding it relaxing, Gino?
Not really. But, no, it's not... All right, it's not the...
Sorry.
It's not the kind of thing that I like to do. But when I get into it, I think because the end result looks always pretty, I think... Oh, that will work.
Yeah, see?
You know what I mean?
So you just keep going and keep building it up until you've got yourself a display.
Yeah, I would just keep going and going and going until it's nice and bushy.
So you can keep going until you build it up, and you can put pretty much whatever you want in here,
Exactly.
Stacey, well
tell you
done.
what, if you guys carry on, we'll continue here, and then we'll have a look at your
finish. Because I think people at home, they're going to start to think, you know, this is not really...
I want to see the finished item.
I do too.
After the break, OK? So
Stacey,
you carry on.
Are we going on a break?
I've got a feeling that Gino's is actually
Loving
finished. We were talking to Stacey, and she was making the sort of the flower display in the pumpkin. Gino's made his. What do you think, Stacey?
I think that's fantastic. I do feel like you had the pick of the bunch. With the
pick of the bunch, because I'm an artist, Stacey.
I think I quite enjoyed it.
It's quite all right.
He loved it.
I think he did as well.
Stacey, do you feel lonely?
No. I
don't know, I'm just saying, do you feel lonely or sexually frustrated to do stuff like that? What is it that you're trying to say to us?
Don't need to
This is
answer that.
honestly a compliment to my amazing sex life.
Gino, would you come round here?
Am I finished?
I'll wheel this off with me.
This is Stacey's book. It's Tap to Tidy at Pickle Cottage, and you can wheel yourself out.
Love you. Thank you. Oh, sorry, Gino. It's not personal.